Shalom, it's the brother Elad, giving all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Salutations to the Akim, pushing his truth, sincerity, and charity. Title today, we are in World War III. Subject, the domino effect of how World War spreads. And here is just some statistics based off of research. The beginning and the ends of the woes, which are three. So Revelation 11 and 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And the woes are talking about the world wars. The first being the worst war that has happened in all history. It having the conditions of the battles were various, between rats, lice, trench foot, gangrene, and all kinds of matter of chemical weapons and very, very lethal and potent stipulancies, you could say. But the point being is that just because you may not see it in your front doors or at your stores, you may not see it right before you, doesn't mean that it's not happening. It's a domino effect to where countries get more and more involved as the war progresses. So it took around 2.5 years for the U.S. to enter both World War I and World War II, and that was prior to it being started. So it's just a matter of time, basically, before American troops are drafted, before American blood is spilled, and it's formally declaration of war from your government, truly. Now, we'll get 2 Ezra 16 and 7. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. And these missiles that have been shot, they cannot be sent back. The axe of war cannot be undone. The invasion of Ukraine cannot be undone. There's no Uno reverse card to unturn the tide of war here. And that had occurred in February 24, 2022. As you can see, tension has been rising up all over the world. China and Taiwan. Iran is actively at war with the state of Israel. And there's much more going on all over the planet, really. You know, it just boils up. It's like food on the stove when it comes to world wars. It's like cooking a full course meal. It's not all ready at the same time. You know, it's not several countries versus this several at the same time. No, they enter at different time periods. Just like when you cooking your beans, okay, that's done. 15 minutes, your spaghetti is done. In 5 minutes, your sweet potatoes is done. Then you check the oven, or the cornbread that's how the world war usually goes. And each dish is a country entering the war. Basically, if I could put it into a parable of cooking to explain it. So we are currently in World War III. It's a domino effect. It's no turning the curtain back. There's no turning the tide back. You can't Uno reverse your way out of it. 2 Ezra 16:13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his archers that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. And they that begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So these missiles, these arrows are the missiles, as the scripture describes it. Because it doesn't matter how strong a man is. It's not a capable thing for men to send an arrow to different continents all over the world different regions all over the world. No matter how strong you are, as a man, it's not possible. So it has to be talking about missiles. Isaiah 34:5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, upon the people of my curse to judgment. And what that's going into is very simple. The sword bathed in the heaven is the missile. A sword is any kind of weapon. It could be a gun. It can be a taser. It could be any kind of weapon that's made for harm that can kill somebody or any group of people. Okay, so that's talking about the missiles, and because they have to go through the air, and the heavens is the skies, the air, right? Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. So, like Amos chapter 3 says, it's in verse 6, the Lord doeth these things. He created the good and the evil, and he created these weapons since the beginning of time. This was prophesied. Not to say beginning of time, but like as far as 2,000 to 3,000 years ago, these things were being talked about. Even in Zechariah, I believe it's the 9th chapter, it says that he's going to smite people with a plague that burns their eyes and their sockets and the tongues in their mouths while they still stand on their feet. There's no weapon that ever existed in history that could do that. But, over 2,000 years ago, when Zechariah was on the scene, he talked about a weapon that could burn your flesh quickly while you're still standing. It's only talking about the nuclear weapons of destruction. So Revelation 18:19, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping, wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour she made desolate. So it's not gonna take too long for the Lord to destroy this country, which is Babylon, the United States of America. It's not gonna take too long. It says 1 hour. So as far as it's gonna be a swift thing, because not only will it be missiles, the Lord will send his chariots to destroy Babylon. Right? Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye apostles and prophets, for Yahweh had avenged you on her. And that her is talking about Babylon, New Babylon, the mystery Babylon, which is the United States of America. And a mighty angel took up a stone, like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be no more at all. So I just got some imagery for you to just rest upon. Hopefully this entire lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.